So we are going to dive straight into it. We are episode 2, and today's episode is titled, Your Value is Determined by You. So we're going to start this one a little bit differently. Close your eyes. Picture this. You need a new lamp for your house. You decide to wake up, get dressed, take a little drive. You go to your local department store. I'm not going to mention any because no one's sponsoring me. You go upstairs and you go to the lamp section and you're looking at lamps, and there's loads of beautiful lamps. You find one, you pick it, you take it to the till. You get to the till and you say to the cashier, I'm going to pay £6 for this. And the cashier says, okay, well, the price tag says 25, so... And you say again, no, I'm gonna pay £6 for this. And the cashier says, again, hate to repeat myself, this is actually 26 Great British pounds. So, we're at a standstill now, aren't we? You see how a random stranger walked in to any old department store and just said a value for a lamp? That is what you are allowing strangers to do to you. You're allowing random people who have no idea who you are, who have no baseline or have no real meaning to your life, determine what your value is. I think when it comes to value, I always find it really interesting when it comes to people determining their own self-worth. When you allow other people's opinions of you to carry so much weight to the point where you're doing a back and forth, it's madness. Imagine going to John Lewis or IKEA or whatever and telling them you want to pay £6 for a lamp that's actually £25. They will kick you out of the store. They will probably call the police. That's just not how it works. I think a lot of us, when it comes to navigating our spaces, whether that's at work and us wanting to get a pay rise, whether that's in our families, whether that's in our relationships, whatever it is, you have to be aware of what value you want to put on you. What do you think you are worth? What do you think you are entitled to? How do you believe people should be treating you? How do you believe people should be talking about you and treating you? I've been to Bicester Village before. I was humbled because I walked into Ferragamo and picked up a bag and I said, wow, okay, well, this isn't my tax bracket then. Okay, well, that's humbling. I've been to department stores where I can't afford the sofa. That's just not in my budget right now. The respect that I give XYZ thing in Ferragamo or in Loewe or Next means that I am aware that that thing is not in my price range. I cannot afford that. So I leave it and I go to something that I can afford. Some of you are so hell-bent on wanting everyone to have access to you that you alter your value. You alter who you are and the fabric of who you are to accommodate people who aren't in your tax bracket, to accommodate people who don't deserve to have access to you. You've outgrown them mentally, spiritually, emotionally. You have outgrown them. Doesn't mean you are better than them. Doesn't mean you're better than anyone. It just means that, like I said before, iron sharpens iron. And you're hanging around with pieces of dull steel. Sorry to say it. Sorry to be that person. Does that make me the bad guy? I'll be the bad guy. I don't mind being the bad guy. I want us to navigate life, A, knowing what we're worth, B, knowing how we want other people to treat us because we treat people with respect. We treat people the way they want to be treated. It is not a big ask for people to do the same for you. We're not doing the back and forth. You set your standard, and if they can't meet it, if they can't pay for it, if they can't afford it, it's not in their tax bracket. And that's okay. That is their issue. That's got nothing to do with you. You've done the work, okay? You are constantly doing the work. Allow that to reflect in how you see yourself and how you allow other people to see you. And stop dimming your own light and making this a thing that it doesn't need to be. You're better than that. I want better for you. I want better for you. I think one of the important things that comes from you being intentional about knowing what your personal worth is that when you are on a journey, the way you speak to yourself and about yourself is key. I mean, I grew up in a household where my parents always, wanted you to be confident. My dad would be that dad who'd be like, when you talk to people, look them in the eye. Don't walk down the street with your head down because they're going to get you. Sorry, that was off brand. But there was one moment where there was a woman at church who, bearing in mind, some may call this delusional, but just walk with me. There was a woman at my church and she asked me, oh, what are you doing now? I'd finished uni. What do you do for work? And I said to her, head held high, directly in her eyes, oh, I'm an actor. I remember the look on her face and her being like, but are you? Like, are you in it? Does that pay? Is that your job title? Or you just, that's your hobby? And I remember having a feeling of being like, maybe I'm not an actor. Like, I really second guessed myself. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm not, maybe. And in that moment, I remember being so ashamed and having this like cloud of doubt that came over me. And I think my biggest takeaway was, if I don't call myself an actor, no one else is going to call me an actor. If I don't call myself a presenter, no one else is going to call me a presenter, because they are seeing what they are seeing, but I know what I know. Sarel, I know my truth. I know what's going on in here. I know what my dreams are, what my hopes are, what my desires are. They are only seeing what they can see. And the lady doesn't go to the church anymore. But when I got, bearing in mind, I did acting. I was acting for 10 years after that and in theatre and whatever. But I got one of my first TV debut gigs in a TV series that came out like last year. Smothered, go watch it. When it came out, I remember thinking to myself, I wonder if now she considers me to be an actor, because in her head, I am now an actor, even though I have been an actor for the last 8 to 10 years. That has been my profession.
Question.
Yeah.
If your friend says, I'm a musician.
Yeah.
They've never been paid for a gig.
Yeah.
Are they a musician?
Yeah.
Are they a professional musician?
Yeah.
The definition of online is literally a paid musician. That's the definition. But you're saying that we define ourselves.
Yeah. If you want to go off of definitions, 90% of us in the creative field are jobless. You have to have that like level of self-belief in yourself that you are what you say you are. If I keep calling myself a millionaire or a Fortune 500, this, that, and the other, the day I become a millionaire, everybody who doubted me and was like, but are you a millionaire? Are you an actor? Are you? Where are they? Your definition of how you see me is irrelevant. You don't know the work that I'm doing behind the scenes. I am a professional musician. I know how to play my instruments well. I know my craft in and out. If you gave me the chance, I would show you. The reason why I can't show you is because I haven't been given my big break. But I'm not going to wait around for my big break to start identifying as something. I am that. That is me. And if you don't like it, like I said, piss off. I have nothing else to add. That's made me very angry. This has been fun. That made me very angry. And I'm angry on your behalf. That's why I'm angry. I'm angry on your behalf because I want better for us. And yeah. So like, comment, share, subscribe. Send this to your mum who keeps saying you're not a musician when you are. Love you. Bye. Mwah.